change your movement. We're going to start today seated. Just simple on our shins, hips over the pelvis, chest over the hips, neck and shoulders. And we're going to take a few breaths all together. Happy Tuesday. We'll do our classic 6-second inhales and 6-second exhales. Breathe in and out through the belly. In. Try to expand the belly here. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more like that. Really loosening up the organs in the belly, creating a softness in the chest. Holding the neck up, but in a gentle kind of floaty way. Inhale. Exhale. With the last 2, try to open the eyes if they aren't open. Inhale. And become present. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Attention to the neck. Excellent. On your own time, continue your breath. Inhaling. We're just going to move our necks gently side to side and a few times here. We're trying to keep this openness in our chest and not allow the shoulders to cave in. Keep on breathing. Feel where the kinks are in your body and really try to roll into that. Let's add on to this movement and add a curve with our upper bodies. So we're creating a C curve. We're kind of crunching our upper and lower halves together, engaging abs. We're feeling like we're a melted spoon, just kind of falling over and around. I'm noticing that on the way to the center, my neck is not completely releasing, so make sure we have that moment. If you need to use a finger, you can. Awesome. Just keep on breathing. We're going to take it a little bit farther. We can put the hands down in front of us if we want. We can use the hands to rebound over the ground so we can get more of a range of motion. Notice any kinks in the lower half of your body starting to appear. Try to find ways to kind of escape from that kink, from that little pain, by using your hands to support. Awesome. Let's take our left hand over our head. We're going to gently slide our hands over. We're going to do a side stretch. We're going to keep our pelvis over the heels. Try not to twist. Big breath here. Finding a little bit of range of motion this morning. Deep breath and relaxation. Try turning the head upwards towards the sky, downwards towards the floor. Awesome. Come over. And we're going to kind of scoop along the side and go to the other side. Here we are, hips over the pelvis. Breathing into this. Head coming up. Find your rhythm. See how deep you can stretch that psoas. Come up. Excellent. Let's bring our weight to our hands and come to all fours. Hey Mel. Welcome to meditation. By now we have our own flow of breath. We're on all fours. We're pushing away from the ground, engaging our abdominals, pressing forward with the chest so that we're not overly hunched. Hips over knees over the toe, or hips over the knees, which is, yeah, that's great. Now let's tuck the back of the feet. And we're just going to do a little hover. Finding your breath, we're going to hover here and just be here. Find a looseness in the neck. We're using our muscles to float between our bones, between our muscles, between the liquids in our body. We're using this sense of tension and pushing to become the cushion that we need for more difficult moves. We're going to breathe, continue breathing. Set one intention for your day, one goal you'd like to accomplish. And knees down. Awesome. Slowly roll up. Allow yourself to have the weight again in your feet, but now that the toes are tucked, this is more of a stretch of the metatarsals and the arches. So we're just going to really allow the toes to bend as far as they can, and for us to just put our weight over our hips. Let that sink in. Let's take a breath. Inhale, bring the arms over the head. And now from here, I'm just going to do a few gentle rib movements. Reaching with one side of the rib upwards. Keeping both shoulders down. And go to the other side. We're lifting with the ribs. We're not lifting with the arms. We're lifting with the ribs. We're pulling our abdominals on a diagonal. They're kind of shifting our angle, but we're keeping the shoulders down. We're just finding gentle ranges of motion here within the ribs. And your own kind of flow in this twisting, reaching sensation. Awesome. Cool. Let's do two more. Our toes are stretching. Breathe. Excellent. Roll down. Inhale, glide the hands out, back to all fours. Keep the toes tucked. We're pushing away again, floating the knees over. One more of these. Repeat your intention for the day while you're here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the neck tension. Exhale. Holding on. Exhale. Bring the knees down. Awesome. Let's transfer our weight back to our heels so our knees have now come off the ground. Our ankles are relaxed right now, allowing gravity to do its job. Bringing our weight down, bringing our heels vertically downward while the front of the ankles stay relaxed. Excellent. Let's drop the head. This is intense for me, I'm not sure about you, but let's just find a few breaths here. Really finding a looseness in the neck. Try not to close your eyes. Breathe into the lower back. Start opening up that lower back. One more inhale, come up, or shoot up to a forward fold. Inhale. Oof. First forward fold of the day might be intense. Use the hands that you have to help shape your experience here. Maybe the hamstrings feeling tight. Maybe we need to play with our weight a bit, pushing backwards and pushing forwards. Finding a way to release the lower back. Just find, like, it might be feeling a little like tight and curved, but really we're trying to release. Allow the 2 points, or two, what's the word I'm looking for? Anywhere, 2 points of our pelvis and hips, and just point, open up, flip, and tilt that pelvis as forward as possible, reaching the ceiling. Bend one knee if you need. Cross over, bring the right arm up, look over to the ceiling. Excellent. Needle back down. Other side. Bend the other knee. Twist open. You have this hand as a stable base. Excellent. Plie, bend the knees. Just keeping that back relaxed here. Shoulders relaxed. Keep on breathing. One more bending of the knees, and then we're slowly going to roll up. Excellent. You're slowly going to roll up. And notice how the weight is just coming downwards. We're going to use that feeling, we're going to use that momentum. We're going to push upwards onto our metatarsals, onto what we might call in dance a releve. A high lift. Shoulders are settled, we're pushing upwards. Try to use this time to push up as high as you can. You might feel a little crunch in the ankles. If so, maybe lower it a little, but really you're lifting and pushing, elongating the legs, pulling up as if there's one string that starts at the bottom of your heel, comes all the way to the back of your legs like a hamstring, up to the back, to our waist. Not overly extending the legs just for purposes of straightening the knees, but really lifting upwards, pulling upwards, engaging those muscles, engaging those ankles, and slowly resist down. Excellent. Just take a little bounce. Find a little bit of movement and bounce right now as we shape our first half of this work off. How are we feeling? I hope we're feeling great. Awesome. We're here shaking. Just a little bit of a small little room dance for yourself as you kind of reactivate everything, and at the same time we're loosening everything up and kind of just warmed up. Excellent. Take a breath in. We'll start with shoulder rolls back. 2 shoulder rolls forward. Excellent. We're going to bring a swing into our movement. When we're swinging, I haven't done this in a while, but when we're swinging, we're curving over and lifting up. We're lifting up at the back and coming over. So over, forward, lifting up at the back, and then coming out. So let's just do that a few times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do one more, then come to a releve. Inhale. Exhale. Shoot up. Shoot up if you can. Find a position that's going to be stable for you. Pushing up with the heels as high as you can. Awesome. Let's do something really small. Turn out one side. Turn out the other. So now the palms are facing away, but the arches and heels are facing in. Maybe create a little bit of space for you. And slowly come down. Roll down with tension. Awesome. Let's open up. Actually, let's stay here in first position. We're just going to do, again, some bending of the knees, otherwise known as a plie. Keeping our chest over our hips. Just bending the knees. Releasing any tensions in the top of the ankle. Come back up. As we come back up, we're thinking of rotating our legs outwards to scoop in, connecting our inner thighs, creating a strong connection in between the legs. Plie, bend the knees. Inhale. Awesome. 2 more. As we open up, we're flattening out our legs, thinking of 2 doors opening wide, and then scooping inward. Excellent. 2 more. Let's see if we can do this together. We're keeping the heels as connected to the floor as possible. We're going one step further and lifting the heels, but keeping them as down as possible, keeping this energy over our pelvis, not sitting. We're hovering. We're hovering. Find a comfortable place for yourself here and come back up, keeping the heels pressing down. Lente. Make sure we're breathing. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, come down. This one will take slightly slower. Never sitting. Keeping the heels down. Keeping the hips open. Keeping the chest floating. Powerful pelvises. If you can go 1 inch higher, 1 inch lower without sitting, 1 inch higher, and come up. For those of you who need to modify that, just stick to plies. I know that was kind of intense, or if you need to just come down and sit, it's okay. For next time, let's open up a second. You can apply that modification here with a gentler bend. Inhale, plie. Exhale. Here we have the ability to feel that opening happening more easily and keeping the hips released, not clenched, release. We're just really allowing gravity to take over. We have weight over the heels and arches. We're spreading out that weight so that our hips can stay light, open, and not tight. Inhale. 2 more of those demis. Awesome. We're still feeling that rotation happening as we pull up. Great. Now let's take a grand plie. Inhale. Slowly come a little bit further down. Stop. Maybe take a moment and sit here and stretch. Whoa, my hips. Breathing side to side. Maybe lift up onto open the knees if you can. Do a quick twist. We're breathing still. Other side. Okay, hands to the heart. A few pulses here. 1, 2, 3. Come up. Ooh, yay. Great. Let's do that one more time, keeping the shoulders down. Hands can be at the center, they can be in the heart, they can be out to the side, whatever you prefer. Inhale, come down to our grand plie, big bending of the knees. I'm engaging and scooping my abs. I'm hovering over. Try to open up and release as much tension as possible. Let's do down, up. Really activate that pelvic energy and push up. Wow, great job. Let's turn the feet in. That was intense. Acknowledge yourself for that. Give yourself a little pat in the back. My booty's feeling a little sore. Let's just push the pelvis forward. Oh gosh. And move. Just a little bit of hip movements here. Awesome. I'm feeling very warm. Hope you're feeling warm too. We are going to roll down. Our necks, head, shoulders roll down. Perfect. Let's slide the right foot back or the left foot back, but open it up a little so that your feet are hip width distance apart. We talked about this last time about really focusing here on straight hips. Just take the stretch, this hamstring stretch. But it's a little twisted today. What's better, this or this? I think this. Ooh, good job, guys. Let's bring that back foot to a lunge now. Just for a few moments, rocking a bit, keeping the knees over the heels. Come back up, rock backwards, flex the foot with a lot of intention and pressure. It's not a passive place, it's quite active, so keep on pushing, keeping the hips in line. Awesome, come back, bring the weight forward now. We have the weight forward, this foot is loosey-goosey. And then come back to our lunge. So it's just a mini rocking series with a hamstring stretch. Bring the knee in. Oof. Try to get both butts down. We're just going to cross the arm over. Make sure the lower back is pulled up, not sinking. We're just going to open the upper chest up. Twist as far as you can. This is a really good place to have a deep breath. Because it's a toxic, because it's like a twist, like a release kind of position. So loosen the belly, twist. Awesome. Untwist. Let's bring it to butterfly really quickly. Just to allow the hips to open up. Find a place for you where you feel a little bit of a booty stretch. Rock into that position. Open the hips. Find release in the hip flexor. Just take this time to give ourselves a little bit of love, a little bit of massage on our metatarsals. Good job. Bending the toes. Allowing our toes to get some of that circulation for the day. Opening up our heels like a book, if you can see, peeling open. Massaging the arches. Massaging the heel. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's take this one step further and massage our calves. Okay, shins, knees. A little bit of warming up the joints here with our hands and texture. Adding some texture. Adding some love and care. Perfect. We can do the same thing to our lower backs. Our side, our psoas, our hip flexors. Excellent job. Remember, our bellies are released. We're breathing. Take this time to do a gentle, gentle organ release. Gentle. And come up to the chest. The clavicle. Around the clavicle. Use that thumb. Whoa. A little bit of shoulder tapping and cupping. Keeping our bellies released, our hips released, our legs open. Neck massage. Oof. Up the side of our neck. Scrubbing the back of our necks for our head. Meet where our hairline is. Where our hairline meets our face. So really good. And then go finally into that tapping. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent. Let's bring the knees in. Let's do a few rolls. Just actually, yeah, let's go back and do a deeper roll because we can get some of that sacrum that might be sore at the tops of our booties. So let's come in. We're going to quickly arch, curve back, bring the knees up to 90. Find that sweet spot where you're kind of rolling the pelvis over and getting any of that butt muscle that might be tender, that might be sore. Awesome. And then let's just quickly roll side to side. Whoa. And get that muscle. If you need to roll back, any of those really tender spots, take a a moment to dig in deep. Excellent. Now we can come up. Now we can come up. We're going to do the other side, the other hamstring kind of weight exchange exercise that we just did. Hi, Ben. Hi, Ronnie. Okay, other side. So we're going to bring the other leg back. Also, I'm doing a time check. This is going to be the last thing we do. So, other leg back. Stretch forward. Our hip flexors, our hip bones are in line. They're flat, they're horizontal. Breathing. Finding that stretch for you. Excellent. We're going to rock forward and we're going to go into our first lunge. Awesome. We're going to keep our knees over our feet. We're going to continue rocking. Excellent. After our last rock, we're going to come back up. Find that stretch again. Find that horizontal pelvis. Now we're going to rock back again. Lift the toes, flex the feet. Very active. We're not just releasing the feet. We're actively pushing it and flexing. Awesome. Rock forward. Bring the weight forward now. We have no weight on the back foot. Release the head. Come back to your parallel position. Shift. Come back to our lunge. We're here. Awesome. Crossing the leg. Doing another booty twist. See how the lower back can get curved? It's not great, so I like to use my hand to push and kind of stabilize the lower back so that I can actively stretch my butt without compromising the alignment. So if you have a tight lower back, such as myself, it's a good solution. Twist and breathe. Awesome. We went into butterfly last time. Let's do right leg over left leg. Quick butt stretch again. Massage the hamstrings. Modify if you need. If you need to bring the foot over more to open up, please do. Ideally, we're trying to put heel and arch over knee. Ideally, we're at 90 degrees here. And ideally, both of our knees are flat. Take this time to massage the head flexors. Excellent. Switch sides. Acknowledge if one side is tighter than the other. Undo this. Come back up quickly. Thank you for being here with me. Do one little wiggle. Since we started about 3 minutes late, we'll do 1 minute wiggle of your own choice. We set an intention today while we were doing our planks. So maybe re-harness that focus, that intention for the day, maybe one goal that you have for yourself, and just kind of absorb it. And then for your own groove, for 1 minute, dance with it, dance with your intention. If you want to focus on rib movements, since that's what we started with, feel free. If you're just interested in playing in your own space, dancing, jamming, getting in a good day for yourself, that's an option. Just take this next minute for yourself and just dance a little in whatever way that feels good to you, with your intention for the day in mind, for your goals. Try to visualize yourself doing them as you're dancing in this space, as you're grooving. You see yourself doing this goal, acting this way, accomplishing this task, finding your own dance. Acknowledge the silence. Live in the silence. Live in your active mind thinking. And then we'll gather our thoughts together in a neutral place.